For joining me and welcome to my channel. This is your reading for this week for the all signs. I thought you guys would be happy to kind of come join me today. I was gonna do this much earlier, but of course you know, some moon gazing going on. If you want to see the moon setting as I start this video, you can go onto my Instagram and check it out. I might take the video down just because it wasn't what I really wanted it to be, but the moon is gorgeous. It's right in front of us as I'm doing your reading. So I hope you guys have a good week ahead. I hope that you guys have moments of enlightenment this week, and I hope those pieces of enlightenment help to light your path on your way forward. I think it's, how do you say this? What can I say for you guys this week? I think it's a week in which there's real awareness and certain things are winding down for us. Certain things that have taken up a lot of time in the past, they're not going to necessarily take so much time. And out of the most unexpected places, warm, smiling faces will arrive, and they will bring with them good luck. So as the enemy is sending out enemies to distract us, God is sending us angels to help us in our path. So always remember that, and always stick to your truth, because they will, like the opposition or the enemies or whatever you want to call it, they will try to drum their drums. But if you know your truth and if you're sitting in your integrity, then nothing can really shake you from that, right? And they will try to shake the tree, especially if you're bringing something good. Okay, so oftentimes they shake the tree because they get triggered, right? Triggered about something that they have, that their safety is nested in. That's why you don't put all eggs into one basket, because if somebody challenges that place where the one basket is, then they in some way feel a great threat to their overall ecosystem. I also wanted to show you guys, I don't know if you can see it really. So this is my my prayer plant, okay? And it just opened up a whole bunch of new leaves, which I'm excited about. I usually don't show you guys the big ones because, as you can tell, they take up all the room. But I'm very blessed because this plant has now, I don't know how to show it to you guys and I can't lift it up, 2 little purple flowers. I took photos of them, and it already had other flowers. These flowers bloom and fade within a day, but I just thought, that's why I brought it out today. I wasn't going to bring it out today, but I'm like, by tomorrow these flowers will be gone. So we have a little floral arrangement here thanks to this prayer plant, which is one of my favorite. Maria, thank you so much. You reminded me because I forgot. Thank you guys so much for the super buck. I turned on the super buck just for fun, just for the good energy. And so I don't know what else to say to you guys. The other thing that I'll say from this weekend is that I had the great pleasure to have a conversation with somebody, and everything, 2 major things I mentioned in my last video, and something that I featured in the last video, these cards, was something that was very close to her. So that was a really neat experience, and from that I gathered a deeper understanding of certain things. I found like a missing link to something I'll create for you guys, but I'll tell you guys later. So I'm full of good energy and excitement, because when you're proven right by something after a period of being a lot of naysaying, it's really cool to feel that uptake in energy. So it's very, very nice energy with all that. And sometimes remember, the world can be interpreted through many different languages, right? And I think that it's a really good way to interpret everything by understanding that people speak different languages for what they're trying to make sense of in this world, you know? And so all of these different languages have their reason, and they have people who convey like basic truths that enlighten us. And within every single language, there's also bumbling idiots that are gonna gaslight and do what they do, right? So it's not really about the language. It's not really about the race or the external, they call it the 3D body. It's really about the essence that's coming through, right? So look for the essence in things and you will not go astray. And so that conversation this weekend brought me back into the awareness of something that I've been conveying, but it's not necessarily in the same language as the person that I was speaking with, but it's kind of oriented in the same direction. So it's a really good feeling to have a conversation with somebody who's kind of like the neighboring town over, you know, in terms of beliefs and in terms of perceptions, right? And so it's a good reminder, you know, that like no matter what you are saying, what you're seeing, when you see that kind of familiarity, you know, like, hey, there's my cousin, my energetic cousin, and it's kind of similar, and it finally gives some validation to some of the things that you perceive from the inside. It's a really nice feeling. So anyway, light workers and tarot readers, astrologers, come get readings with me. I love when you guys come and we can shoot the shit. And if you have some experience with astrology and tarot, I just love it so much. So come get readings with me. I have a lot of fun. I have a lot of the clients that I get, and I'm so humbled by this. They're very, I have high esteem for them in many different respects through experience, their professionalism, their knowledge, and like just the level of their specificity of what they know is always really humbling. So I really encourage you, if you want to have a spiritual chat with me and get a consultation and hear my perspective on some things, come on in. And if you're new and if you don't know anything, you know, babies sometimes say the most genius things. So if you're a little baby to astrology and tarot and it's intimidating, I would love to show you too, because you bring to this your own knowledge, and it's called like horizontal transfer of skills. You know, you're taking skills from one thing and applying it to the next. And really, that's how I learned tarot and astrology. I was interested in it since I was a child. And then when I went to formal education, I literally had a tarot deck in hand and I was checking astrology for things. So, you know, when people ask me what book did I read, I'm like, well, all of them, you know, like everything influences your knowledge and your expansion of consciousness. And even the naysayers, they bring a challenge to what you're bringing forward. And that provides you an opportunity to say, wait a minute, that's not really quite right, right? So it gives you an opportunity to recognize, you know, through somebody else's fallacy, what your actual meaning and what you're trying to bring forward is. But sometimes the world gives us too many naysayers, you know, and then that can distract from our main path. And so it's also very important to feed approval energy or kind of working with what you are saying. Because definitely in the position that I'm in, I spend way too much time having to negotiate with people who are saying things in a public forum, in a public way, that I don't agree with. It becomes like as a teacher, you want to have that conversation, but in a public forum, it becomes very time consuming, right? And energy consuming. So just a gentle reminder, you don't have to stay in any one place. You know, any of these things that I said, you can move between. Sometimes one applies, sometimes another. So that's my thoughts for this week. Not really astrology, but I hope you guys like it. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this reading. If you're keeping track of the order of the all signs, don't worry about it so much because I have the cards here. So with these cards, which are all the signs in a row, I can actually keep order and you don't have to. But whoever does time caps, please You know, I might come up with a link or something, in which case I'll pin my comment and then you can reply to my comment with the time caps. Or sometimes I just do them myself, depending. Okay, it's much easier to do time caps now than it was before, so I do appreciate everybody's help and I like the participation. All right, so did I make sense, you guys, or did I just go off on a tangent? I think in short, it's like, be fully immersed in your experience and don't get so tied to the outcome of things. Just try to do a thorough job with regard to everything that you are doing, and then we get distracted by the goal, but then also at the same time you want to be motivated to move towards the goal too. So it's all of these things all at once. So just patience, and patience is a virtue, and take it easy, okay? So 10-minute mark, time to get going. That was a little bit long. Sorry, I'm inspired by the moon. I'm like staring at the moon. You might want to take a look at it. I think I'm going to take down the video of it on IG, so if you want to see it, go see it now. It's only a minute long, so you can pop over, come back, you know, leave a like, comment, and subscribe to make the energy real. The energy is real. I just don't know where to put these yet. Okay, I'll put them here. So are you guys ready to go? So before we start, just the technical stuff. If you're new, I'm going to put down 7 cards. Each one can be a day of the week, so you can sort of associate a day of the week with it. Or you can go along with my order, 1 to 7, Monday through Sunday. And then I have an oracle card and then 1 card from my deck, okay? And I'm not going to shuffle this, so whatever comes up first is going to be your card, okay? So they're coming. All right, so let's rock and roll. First sign in. So we have Aries first, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Hi, Aries. Thank you for joining me and welcome to my channel. Let's have a look. The channel for channelers. Let's rock and roll. So we have Aries first card, Monday. Oh, I should put them down like this, right? That's how I do it. Okay, so we have Queen of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Aries. Secondary transits in water as well. This can mean that it's an emotional week for you, when you're really in touch with your emotions and feeling everything, having a very kind of soft reaction to things. A lot of emotions on the rise, a lot of things to discuss. Day 1, you will want to search for something. I am getting emotional taking a look at this, so that's very much in alignment with you. It's a positive emotion, but it's a rich emotion where a lot of things are coming up for you and you're feeling a certain type of way about many things. So it's quiet, it's pensive, and it's reflected, right? Reflective of your feelings. Day 2, Tuesday, we have the Knight of Swords, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. Somebody's going to be pressing you for answers on this day, number 2. Somebody's going to be pressing you for answers, trying to get you to respond to something, Aries, trying to get something out of you, trying to get an answer out of you, okay? Day 3, Wednesday, for some of you guys, we have the Sagittarian Temperance card. And so you're going to shake that moment off. There's someone who is going to be probing you or putting quite a lot of pressure on you to respond, but this isn't really the week for it. I don't think you're going to be upset by, well, it's upsetting that they're putting such aggressive energy towards you, right? But it's not aggressive like it's not agitating in the way that you want to explode. In fact, I think you want to pull back and do your own thing as much as possible and nurture yourself. In one sense, you understand where they are coming from, why they are being so assertive, but then on the other hand, you have your own things in mind, you have your own needs or your own directions, and you're going to nurture them. On day 4 or Thursday, we have the 5 of Cups. So I feel like in some way you're taking a look at things, and I sense a little bit of regret. I sense a little bit of regret for the past few months, for the past few years on this day, where you're thinking like a lot to do with interjection for you guys, right? Aries, I'm feeling for you guys a lot of thinking about how people interject on your flow, on what's going on for you, and also how you react into that relationship and how that's wasteful. So there's regret for wasted time on this day. And I feel like you just wish that you could get to where you are going in a timely manner, or in the way that you wish. And then we have Friday, day 5, which is the Ace of Cups, a new beginning. So it's like you'll have a moment of pause, Aries, this week, in which you will be thinking about how other people get in the way. Like what could you have done, or what could have happened if you had not dealt with this person, these people. But all in all, it all adds into our karma, right? It all adds into our life lessons. And right as you're going through that, there's also an emerging emotion, a new relationship, new friendship, something new to draw your attention towards. And then Saturday we have the Two of Wands, which is in perspective. You're going to step away very much and very quickly from feeling this thing. It's going to be a blip on the radar, just one moment of thinking about how things kind of were disruptive to where you were going. And now that you're past it, now that you're beginning this new stage, Friday, Saturday, then there's going to be kind of a thought like, in the moment it felt worse than it was. And now I'm sort of past it. Sunday we have the Lovers, Gemini energy, but possibly just family and togetherness. I think that Aries, you're removing yourself from a situation, and you're something that was very triggering for you, or just like invasive. It felt invasive to you. Now feels almost like, if I knew that I would be in this positive space now, then that situation wouldn't have bothered me at all. That situation was such a non-issue that now that I'm where I want to be, now that I feel the love that I want to feel, you're reflecting on how it distracted you from feeling that energy sooner. Okay? So it's like you're very in your emotions here, Aries. Okay, so let's take a look at 2 cards for insight. We have Ascension. So I would call that as an ascension moment, an opportunity to rise. I think that the portal, you're going through the portal already, and so you are now beginning to nest yourself into a new reality. And so therefore those old permutations, those old manifestations of low vibrational interactions or low vibrational beings that you were exposed to are being removed from that situation. And so you reflect on their likeness, their being, and what they bring to the table. And then we have the application message. So the message is here, definitely apply what you had learned. Don't let that, again, I feel as though this is a repeat pattern for you, Aries, in which this, I think this is going to get long, guys, so pull out your cocoa, and if everybody stays to the end, then I'll do a bonus one for everybody. I just realized, I'm like, oh, this is going to take a minute. So I feel like there's this application, there's this apply the lesson, and the lesson is that in the moment you feel so threatened by an energy of a person or what they're bringing, but in retrospect you will see how little it contributes to your outcome. So allow yourself, remember, so that next time it comes up you don't feel as triggered. That's the application. So you've ascended, and now in this new ascension plane you will have probably a similar experience at some point, not necessarily right away, and it's important for you to remember the interjection of these people and how you reacted. So we have Capricornus for you. So I think, Aries, in terms of love, and there's a relationship that is beginning now that will evolve for you until January. Okay? So that's your reading for today. I hope you guys have a wonderful week. And now let's move on to the next sign. I'm probably going to go faster for the rest of them, but I'm just getting settled in with this energy. Okay, so next sign we have is Aquarius. Hey Aquarians, hey my little weirdos, I hope you guys are doing well. Weirdos but brilliant, I would like to say. Weirdos but brilliant. You know, evil geniuses. Evil geniuses. Okay, so let's take a look at the evil genius spread for the coming week, September 7th on, for Aquarian energy. I would say what I'm feeling right now is really Aquarian energy. I feel that strongly, but it's freedom, and it's kind of perspective. So maybe you'll be feeling that stronger. I am an Aquarian moon, so maybe you will be feeling that stronger this week as well. So first card out, this could be your Monday, or if you prefer another day of the week, if you've chosen a different day. So Page of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. Very earthy energy. I feel as though this week marks the beginning of something new for you, something to get excited about, something to integrate into your life, to bring on in a new friendship with someone younger as possible. Day 2, let's take a look. We have the Temperance card, Sagittarian energy. Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. That just came through as a channeled message. So I feel like a careful approach to something. You meet somebody, you're very excited about having met them, Aquarius. But I think that you through wisdom and through past experiences, there's this sort of delay, or there's this sort of, how do you say it, delay slash a decision to manage this relationship carefully so that it brings you the maximum possibility of friendship and bonding, right? So you just say, you know, I'm very excited about this, but I'm going to hold off on contacting this person or talking to them so much or being super available, because I've learned in the past that that can muck up a good beginning. So you're being quite calculating, but in a positive way. You're trying to set a positive impression, and your instincts about this person are bueno, they're very good. Okay, day 3, Wednesday, we have the Knight of Swords, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. So you just dash at it. You can't hold it too long. You're probably going to reach out to this person. I'm laughing because it's like, here is Zen, you know, Zen Aquarius, and then we have Aquarius not being able to hold it anymore and reaches out to the person or tries to otherwise make that connection. So it's like from temperance to like going for it. Like it's like having a cookie sitting in front of you and not being able to eat it. On day 2, you're fine at holding off, but on day 3, I feel like you're going straight for the cookie. Okay. Day 4, Thursday, we have the world expansion, a lot of excitement in your life. Whatever you're beginning, I feel as though that's coming with like a lot of excitement in your heart and a lot of exuberant energy. That's right. And then day 5, we have the 3 of Swords. Okay, so again, your instincts told you to be careful, but you took the whole cookie on. There might be a bit of disillusionment or a delay in the things that you want to see happen. Okay. And then we have day 6. Yeah, this is really funny. This is Aquarius in like their element. This is Aquarius like in their natural state, like without censorship. Yeah, they're just doing their thing. And then Saturday, day 6. So you can choose any of the day of the week. I think it's going to come back around, and you're going to kind of integrate all that and, you know, feel good about yourself again. But there is a little bit of self-doubt. You put yourself out on the line, and then it starts to feel a little bit like, will I be accepted? Okay. And then yeah, so will I be accepted? But then you integrate that into the whole energy, and through that you blossom into a refined version of self-awareness. And then day 7, we have the Devil. Mr. Devil is in the house. Okay, so there's whoever you're interacting with or whatever situation, there's more for you to learn about this, and that's what your instinct is saying. Your instinct is saying be careful with this, and I would concur. I would say it might not be a bad thing, but there might be some slight misalignment between you and the object of your affection, Aquarius. So just get to know it a little bit better. See, you feel like jumping into the deep end of the pool. It's a very good thing for you to wade in slowly. And here is the next message. We have inner peace, okay? So this person conveys to you this inner peace, and that's probably what triggers within you such a strong reaction. The idea of freedom, the idea of, you know, peaceful integration of things. You want to go for it, but you're sort of taking a club to the party. Like it's a peaceful party and you're bringing a giant club with you to get things done. So it probably has to do with like a shift in approach that you need to do this week. And then we have liberation. So your desire is to liberate yourself. That's right. That's the Queen of Wands right here. And so you're in the process. That's what attracts you to the whole situation, that it has this level of getting back on track, getting in touch with yourself, and you get there. But I think that your self-doubt creeps up again, and an awkward approach, or maybe being like, I think you're getting mixed signals too with your intuition. On the one hand, you know what you like the blueprint of this situation, but on the other hand, there's more to it than meets the eye, and you should look a little bit deeper. And you can have the liberation on your own. Take this as inspiration. Take a step back. See what comes of this on its own in the upcoming weeks or months. But find that liberation for yourself, Aquarius. There's secrets there. So the moon. So there's definitely there's a secret around you. Aquarian insight. This is really like, I know what this is going on. There's a secret around this situation, around this person. You won't know necessarily right away what it is or like what's going on, but you already sense that it is, and that should be your first warning. This is your second warning because I'm confirming your perception, and just rather than, it doesn't mean that something has to be thrown away. It just means that you got to sit patiently and wait for the truth to come out. Okay, so that's what's that, to wait for the truth, Aquarius. Okay, so now we're gonna go to the next sign. Let me know if you guys are enjoying this. You guys, it's Monday morning, kind of late morning, afternoon on the East Coast because I'm being slow, but the moon is right before me, so it's nice. Okay, so, and it'll be later and later and later now that it sets, right, until we have the new moon. Okay, so on the 17th, right? So we have the first message, and by the way, I'm not doing astrology on purpose with this, yeah, so I'm not, but if you guys want to mention in the comments, you know, the alignment and, you know, the retrograde, Mars retrograde, and anything else that you have perceived, by all means do it. But I'm just purposefully focusing on the cards because a lot's going on astrologically this week, and I just want to get an energy read in. Okay, so we have Virgo next. Hey Virgo, sun, moon, and rising. Let's take a look. Oh, she's so pretty. Okay, so Virgo next. Let's see how your week pans out, Virgo. Okay, so these cards are very special to me. They're made by a lady named Carol who lives in Woodstock, New York, yeah, and she makes these beautiful cards, and they have a special significance because of something she said to me, and so I'm not going to share that part, but what I will share is that essentially this is a week in which we transition into a new beginning of the fall or autumn season. It really isn't seasonal. It doesn't have to do with seasons. It has to do with the astrology. But we're in the last stages of wrapping up something from the past and in the beginning stages of absorbing new energy. So be very cognizant of what kind of energy is being directed at you this week. And be careful with how you engage with that energy, because that will be consequential. That energy will be karmic. Okay? So now Virgo's number 1, let's take a look. So this week, 9 of Cups. Something you wish to happen is manifesting. Be careful of a lazy week. Be careful of taking too much time down or off, or maybe getting self-indulgent on something. But something that you want is manifesting, Virgos, and it's coming into your life. Something that you truly wanted is here. Okay, day 2, Tuesday, we have the 3 of Pentacles, and so focus on work, appreciation for the work that you've done. There's an integration between your efforts and the validation from the outside world for whatever you've created. There's a welcoming in energy, so new beginnings start. Day 3, Wednesday, we have the 7 of Wands. Virgo, you're taking on the world this week. It feels like maybe you have a lot of energy of setting the record straight. You have a lot of energy of setting yourself on the right path, moving forward, being proud. There is a lot of you sort of challenging the narrative around you at this time, but not in a confrontational way, just feeling very strong about you and what's going on. You have a firm grip on reality. Then we have the Hierophant, Taurus, Venus energy. There's a truth that's emerging from within you, Virgo. You have something to say. You have a truth that's coming out. You have some experiences that have been waiting for a while for them to congeal, like come together, so that you can speak to them. And so now you are speaking to them with authority. So whatever situation you are involved in, there's a level of mastery that's happened in your life, and now you are prepared. You've prepared yourself, and now it's time to execute the master plan. Ha ha ha. I'm just like Pinky in the brain, yes? Okay, so now we have Thursday, day 5, Venus day, Friday, Queen of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, secondary transits in water, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So you put out a lot, but also on Friday there's this level of drawing some personal boundaries and nurturing yourself. Time for, self-care, time for taking care of yourself. You can't be on. It feels like you're in the external world on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Virgo, and then you withdraw into yourself, okay? And then you need that decompression of dealing with the outside world. And then Saturday we have Justice. Justice is served, Libra energy. So fairness in a situation comes through. There's a positive outcome. Neutralizing of karma. Neutralizing of negative karma. Anything that has sucked you in, Virgo, you have now worked your way through it. One little piece at a time. And then we have the 7 of Swords. Time to pack your bags and go. And so now you relieve yourself from the situations. I remember I was being stalked by a sociopath for a while, like a couple years, and this person had this idea fix about me, from the beginning, obsessed. And that person also has schizophrenia, I believe, or psychosis. And so they were obsessed with me and wanted to reiterate one thing over and over again about me. And I have some experience with this. I've been trained in dealing with this kind of stuff, and so and I have some personal life experiences of dealing with a similar energy. And many of you may have had this to some degree in your life, like a friend or a family member who has a bad opinion of you, always harboring that resentment towards you in some way, right? And what happened is, what this is reminding me of this situation, because it's like sometimes you have to let people play out their diatribe. Sometimes you have to allow people to say what they're going to say, and then you're free. And then you're just like, okay, I can leave now. So that's what I did with him. At some point, he just released his animosity and wrote something to me hateful towards me. And that was my cue to go. I didn't say anything. I was like, okay, bye. Like, it was actually over. They did try to contact me later, but it was not in the same capacity. So it's, you know, you, Virgo, in some way clearing the karma in a situation, and then it's time for you to leave. It's time for you to go and remove yourself. It might not be crazy, you know, yeah, just bye, boy, bye, bye, girl, bye, whoever. You have your opinions. And it's, you know, what those kinds of things are energetic hooks. So they say those things in order to get your attention, to make you feel self-conscious and continue in a relationship with them. Or and then when I say relationship, I mean a dynamic between a couple people. So by interacting with them for good or bad, you're confirming their biases. So you have, that's one of the best ways to deal with a person like that who's obsessed with you, you know, is to let them have their say, and then they also feel heard, which could prevent that could be a step in their healing as well. So but in this situation, Virgo, it's like you assert some things, you mind your boundaries, take care of yourself, and by Saturday that karma is beginning to clear, whatever karma it is, and then you can kind of remove yourself, you know, and keep going. So whatever has been, whoever or whatever has been up your butt, now you can sort of distance yourself while still remaining with integrity to what you're doing. So, hey girls, hey. Okay, so first message, moving towards the light. So it's like, you know, the barking dogs on the horizon as you're walking away. You hear those, you know, messages, but before they would resonate within you, I was speaking to a friend of mine about trauma yesterday, and it's like at first when that trauma is happening, then maybe those barkings are, the barking dogs are really frightening and they can freak you out. But as you get further away, you may still hear the barking, but they're so far away that you don't feel the threat anymore, and the light becomes the focus of your journey more, moving forward towards where you need to be and where you will flourish, right? So it's just, experiences happen in our lives, and they're part of a learning journey. I feel I'm more of a person who believes in chaos than anything else. So I do believe that these experiences sometimes are random and don't necessarily reflect upon you, but within that we learn to deal with them and expand our ability to deal with them. And then we have comfort. So the comfort happens in your own abilities, Virgo, in the things that are integral to yourself. And in that space of comfort, you can remove yourself from negative energies. Let's pick one more card for you guys. So we have the energy of pride. So like I said, somebody needs to be boastful. That's fine. Don't let them catch you in, because if you get caught on the hook, then you will continue to struggle with them, and it becomes a circular argument, which means that it just keeps going and going and going, and nothing new is introduced into it. Okay, so there we go, Virgo. Mission accomplished. Fulfillment of wishes. Go, 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 girls, go. Yeah. All right, so now let's see the next message. We have Sagittarius. Hi, Sagittarius. How are you doing? Welcome to my channel. Thank you for joining me here today. Now let's take a look at this. Is the speed okay for you guys? Because I'm like getting worried about the length. I just feel like I'm overly talking too much. And maybe somebody answer who isn't like a part of the choir, you know, because I know like my regular crew, excuse me, loves to say that it's fine, but I'm curious if you're new to the channel, let us know if this is okay, or if you want more talking or less talking. Let me know right now, or let me know in the comments later. Okay, so not that the choir isn't appreciated, I love you guys, but you know, of course for you guys it's fine. You know? Okay, so Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And it's good because Sagittarians tend to be impatient with people talking, right? Like, okay, get to the point already, Veroosh, right? Some of you guys are like that. You just want to go and achieve. You already know the answer. All right, so let's see what else is going on. So we have Monday through Sunday. You can choose your own order or come along with me. So Monday or the week, we have the Hermit. Oh, hey, girl, hey. So Virgo and Sagittarius. This is the Virgo card. It isn't really Virgo. For some of you guys, it makes sense, but it might be a Virgo in your lives. But for many of you, this is a solitary week. Okay, so you're probably going to withdraw, think about some things, address some things that are important in your life. Time to like turn down the volume and turn up the volume in your head in here. So good answers will come from this. You have a lot of life experience to mull over. You have a lot of life experience to think about. Day 2, okay, so we have Tuesday, day 2, High Priestess. Oh, so you have a download coming through. So sometimes when especially on Twitter, if you guys see me post like a whole bunch of crap, you know, not crap, but just things, that has to do with downloads, and I'm filtering it through to in some way figure out what am I actually saying, you know? It's like that's because we get fed such a strong dominant narrative from media and from whatever else, you know. The subconscious wants to come through, and it says it's kind of like this star over here, and then it's kind of like this crystal. So as we process this bottleneck, I'm sensing a bottleneck for you. That's why you're doing this, and I identify with this because I do this a lot. You know, this bottleneck, and I get big downloads, and for a while it's almost like my brain's short-circuiting because it picks up on the various different pieces of information, and then when I hit the High Priestess, when I hit the energy of the enlightenment that comes through, it's like then you realize the interconnection. So that's exciting to see, Sagittarius. Day 3, we have, oh my gosh, look at this. This is like the power threesome, the power triple, the power triad. So with your knowledge, you're going to affect change. There's going to be some kind of a big step, or maybe somebody who has a crush on you will reach out to you and empower you. Someone who believes in you a great deal will reach out to you on this day, day 3 or Wednesday. Day 4, let's find 7 of Wands. So you're getting, maybe some Sagittarians should watch the Virgo reading today too, because you're getting the stronger energy than Virgos. You're getting like the higher arcana, you know. But this is also about like sticking to your vision. So the vision is more important than the outside world. The vision right now that's coming through is one through which you will affect change in the outside world this week. And you're going to gain valuable insights into your life. And then by Thursday, day 4, it's all about sticking up for your vision. Turn down the outside world, turn up in here. And then we have on Friday, 8 of Wands. So you're holding tight until there's confirmation from the outside world on Friday. For whatever you've come to realize, Sagittarius, on Friday, there's going to be a confirmation, acceptance, and welcoming in from this energy. Now, even if you don't say anything to anybody, you're going to see that manifest on day 5 and Friday, okay? So you'll start seeing things that are sort of showing up for you, confirming your new perspective, your new reality. That's not like everything in your life, but it is big because we have these cards together. So whatever you're coming to find out this week, it's huge. It really is big. And then Saturday we have the Knight of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Very likely somebody who has a crush on you might reach out, might want to get your attention. So this person might be reaching out to you. There could be also, you know, you come into consciousness about something new in your life, new awareness point. And when you do that, you sort of pivot into a new environment in which you're interacting. And so in that new environment will be new people. And so the welcome wagon sort of shows up with someone who's kind of bringing you in. That may not be forever, but that welcome party is here. And then we have the Four of Pentacles on Sunday. Again, retract, think, reflect. What did I just go through? What was this week all about? That's what I think Sag energy is this week. Okay, so first card for you guys is I Am Creator. That's very similar to this Magician card. So you're going to identify some very deep truth, some like underpinning truth, awareness, epiphany about where your strength is. You're going to fine tune your path. Here is the next message. We have the eternal light of love. And so this is like a confirmation. You're being guided to a destination that will help you nurture and allow this new outcome to come through, Sagittarius. And I feel like you need some downtime on Sunday to process it all. Let's see your card. So we have a party. We have Tomorrowland. Okay, so with Mickey Mouse. Okay, so I feel like you're being introduced to something new, and this new thing will facilitate your ability to create other things. So you're being really led into, you know, the things that will help you along the way will be introduced for you this week, as is your vision of what you want. That doesn't mean you're going to change everything. Some of you may, but there's a positive addition to your life that comes from you or through you at this time. Okay? And you're being welcomed into that energy. Okay. So next sign we have the Capricornus. Capricorn, hi guys. Welcome. Let's take a look, and thank you for joining us today. Let's take a look at your week ahead using my special deck and this little flower. If you didn't watch the insight at the beginning, there's a little, and it's lavender. The camera doesn't pick it up, but they're little lavender flowers. They're very pretty. And this is a little prayer plant. So, and it just sprouted 3 new leaves, which I'm super excited about. So that comes through for all of us as blessings. I love this plant, except it's a little, I just replanted it and it's already growing out of its pot. So, okay. So now let's take a look at your guys' cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, Monday through Sunday. You can do my order, Monday through Sunday, or choose your own path. Okay, so first message, we have the Lovers. Okay, so your energy this week is, again, fine-tuning a connection with someone else, getting really, really comfortable with someone, building trust with someone, identifying somebody as a special person in your life. Day 2, Tuesday, we have a big judgment, a decision about you and them, a decision about where, like how you want to organize things. I think that you're really thinking about what this means for your overall life picture, how much time you have for everything, how much energy you have. So you're thinking about, like, you're constantly thinking, and this is coming through in every reading, how do I fit this person, this situation into my life? And then we have the 9 of Swords on day 3. Somebody's going to share something with you quite painful on this day. Somebody's going to tell you, maybe it's the person, maybe you find out something about them that's extremely painful, that you have a lot of compassion and sympathy for. Day 4, or Thursday, there's justice and order, balance in the situation. I feel as though this week is really marked by you becoming closer to someone by getting to know them better, asking them about who they are, learning about them, learning about what hurts them, trying to fit them somewhere in your life, you know. When do you have time to see them? Those kinds of things. Maybe some of you guys are moving in together. It's like, how does that all fit together, like a jigsaw puzzle? Yeah. Day 5, we have the 4 of Wands. Very loving energy, Capricorn. You're very much bonding with somebody else, and you're forming that intimate connection. You're figuring out what that means to you. You're figuring out where this person is vis-a-vis you, and you're figuring out how that all works together. The Sun on Saturday, beautiful energy. blessing. If you're beginning a relationship, Capricorn, this is a blessed relationship. The person may be hurt, but they bring a whole wealth of beauty and love into the picture that will make you very, very happy together. And then we have the Death card, which is change and transformation. This person may try to break up with you or try to distance from you if it's a platonic relationship. They feel as though they're in some way not energetically good enough to be welcomed in your presence, and so therefore you will go back and forth with this person regarding acceptance and regarding acceptance or harmony between yourselves. Okay, so you're the one who, it really feels like a wounded bird has come to you. I love the dodo. Do you guys know the dodo, where people find different animals all over the place and the animals all gibbled up and they like nurture, like, come little rabbit, come with me gently by my side, you know? And this is the kind of energy, Capricorn, where you're sort of, you've got their, you know, you're there and they're a wounded bird and you're here to mend their wing, or wait while their wing is mended, and a bond forms from that experience. Here is the next message. We have the inner peace energy. Okay. There is a calm that comes over you when you have met this person, because there's a energetic significance, significance from what you're drawing from this. You feel a familiarity. Very likely many of you have known this person through a past life, and we have harmony. So there's no weight with this helping someone business. I don't know why so many people kind of say things like, you know, if a person's hurt, then they need to heal before they start a relationship. It's like, well, when is the perfect time? You know, like, many good things have come from dark places. So I feel like provided that you feel the harmony through the experience, that's what really is important. Here is the Scorpiana. So maybe a Scorpiana's in the house. Hey Scorpiana. So we have this, there's depth, you know, the Scorpio energy that's really strong here is there's a real deep truth in your connection with this individual. So depth, you know, depth and resonance and a profound energy. It's a lot at first, but it's significant and it hits the heart. It really hits the heart. So I hope you find love with this individual. And if it's not romance, then I hope you find a very deep friendship, you know, because sometimes deep friendship is better than just love or relationships, you know. So it's good, whatever it is. Okay, so Capricorn moon. Okay, so we have Gemini next. Let's take a look at what's on the docket for Gemini, sun, moon, and rising. How are you guys doing in the chat? Thank you guys for the super buck. I'm super excited for everybody, and yeah, it's fun. The energy is good today. I really have been waiting for this moment all of my life. No, I'm just kidding. Just for a couple months, I've been waiting to clear it because it's been grueling. It's like real world stuff's going on, and then online trolling is going on, and gaslighting is going on, and I'm like, WTF? And then I don't know if you guys know this, but I tend to get political. I'm a political junkie, so politics, like, the reason I quit politics is exactly what's happening in the world right now. I was like, I do not want to be a part of this at all whatsoever, and now it's happening, and I'm just so triggered. So I'm sorry for that, because it's upsetting to see them fumbling with things and messing things up. And you know, the things that I was worried about when I quit politics are the things that are manifesting now in terms of governance and responsibility and those kinds of things. So it's incredibly upsetting. I didn't read news, like political stuff, for about 4 years after I quit politics. I was like, nope, I'm gonna go. and so it's a lot. So yeah, but we're here now, and things are on the up and up, right? So we have Gemini next, and a big confirmation that things are on the up. I love the feeling that we're in the final stretch, you know? I love the feeling that we're heading to where we're going. We have had experience. One of the hardest things with starting the channel was, just like many other things that you guys may do in your everyday life, is when you begin something new, there's this sort of vacuous space of the possibilities of what may happen. You don't really know what may happen, right? So it kind of ends up being like a challenge in and of itself. The possible, what will manifest. There's no precedent. But now there's familiarity, and there's knowledge, and there's grounding in that, and that allows for a more sure-footed approach and confidence to move forward, right? So maybe that's for Gemini, maybe that's for all of you guys. I have a lot on my mind, so I hope you guys don't mind the more chatty day, or the more, I don't know. The moon is in what? The moon is probably in Taurus today, huh? Must be Taurus. Okay, so let's see the next energy. Somebody check where the moon is right now, because I'm not looking at the chart. So we have Cancer for Gemini, Chariot, overcoming. So you too, maybe that's channeled energy for Gemini, in the sense that you are coming to terms with something, and you're pushing things through this week, and coming to terms and forgiving yourself, or finding like an answer to something. One way to interpret the Chariot card that I have recently really appreciated, especially with all the narcissism talk. You know, there's a lot of us confronting narcissism, talking about narcissism, and everything that comes along with it. Chariot can be a wonderful card that tells us about coming to terms with gaslighting in our lives, because we're not only gaslit by narcissistic partners, we're being gaslit by a narcissistic society. And what happens, the consequence, the scarring effect of that, is that it conditions your mind to think a certain way, right? Along the lines with what the gaslighting is about. So when you have this moment, Gemini, and you're like, whoa, that thing I was thinking about, that was so informed by the gaslighting that I was targeted with, that I have scars from, that it's a real point of liberation to realize that the way you've been thinking about things is actually there's a better way to think about it. There's more freedom for you than you thought. Day 2, we have the 10 of Cups. I feel like maybe some of you guys have entered into a relationship in which you experience certain blockages of letting the other person in and building trust. And if it's not a relationship, it could be a friendship that's provoking this for you. And so right now I feel as though you are coming through with a closer bond to this person, and like a proximity warmth coming together, and feeling that trust. Thank you, Maruda. So the moon is in Taurus. Yes, we knew this. I can see the 76% visibility, or you guys can see it on my Instagram. And yes, we know it's waning. Thank you for that. Maruda always comes through with the facts. She's the head of the managers these days. So we have the Aries energy. So we have the Aries energy of Emperor. I feel as though, Gemini, for you, proximity to someone else becomes preeminent, and especially those of you who are forming relationships, those blockages are really dissolving, and you're becoming very integrated with them. And it comes in your head, it comes in your heart, like you really trust them, you really start to believe them. There's a faith that you feel towards the situation. So, and if it's not a love partner, then it could be a business that you feel more sure-footed in, and you're coming to terms with some of your own apprehensions. Then we have the Hermit. That doesn't necessarily mean Virgo, but it may. You have a lot of astrological references here. We have Cancer, Aries, and then Virgo on Thursday, day 4. But this can also mean day 4, a time to step back, a time to spend some time alone and think about the things you're going through. And then we have this Knight of Swords everywhere. What is he doing? Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra, secondary transits in air. And he is coming through with the news. He's coming to confront. He's coming to talk about things. Things are under his skin. This is a person who needs to say something, especially in this card. They want to say something. They want to say something really bad. Okay, so day 5. Saturday, we have the 10 of Wands. Thinking about everything. Thinking about maybe a confrontation that happens on day 5, Friday. Thinking about perspective. I don't think this is a ground-shattering thing. I don't think that this is going to change where you're going with things or how successful you are. But you will have a day in which somebody provokes you into a harsh conversation, a direct conversation. And then on Saturday, you're going to think about it. Day 6, you're going to think about everything and what it matters. But in some way, you're already protected. The 9 of Wands. You've already established what you need to establish in the direction you're going. And then you continue with what you were doing, Gemini. The 2 of Pentacles, you're on the right path. So it's like it's a tangent situation. Somebody comes through towards you with a tangent. It has nothing to do with your success. It's just the way people are. And you're going to kind of keep your head down, Gemini, and keep doing what you're doing. Okay, so let's say the next messages. We have the truth. The truth comes out. There's a truth. This person is very provoked by the truth. There's something to do that their truth, but the main message here, the download, is that it's their truth. They're triggered. They want someone to hear their frustration out, right? But you're already firmly established in your truth, Gemini. So it's not about them attacking you, but in some way it distracts you from your path, if that makes sense, you know? Tangent conversation. And then we have moving towards the light. Gemini, Virgo got the same one. Moving towards a better situation. So this situation is not going to take away from wherever success you're achieving or the closeness with your partner that you're feeling this week. That's the Sunday. You keep going with what you were doing. That path is still ahead of you, right? And that's okay. Like, listen, no man is an island, right? And so if you don't be worried about people coming through with grievances or worries or fears, apprehensions, those things need to happen too. And that actually prepares us for other life events. So, you know, happy dog friend. Look at the Shiba Inu. So cute. Okay, Doji. Okay, so we have the happy dog friend heading forward. Maybe this person is telling you out of sympathy and good energy, but I feel like you firm foundation with a companion and a truth that you share between them leads you straight through this week. You feel unwavered in your success. It's like you've earned the slow earned success that doesn't squander too easy. It doesn't fall apart too easily. Yeah, very nice energy for Gemini. Nice energy for everybody today. Now let's take a look at the next sign. We have the Leo card. The Leo. If you're wondering about my nails, why they're like weird shape, it means because I snapped them. Because I don't wear acrylics anymore, so when they get long like this, I still work with my hands a lot, so I snap them. Anyway, so Leo, meow meow. Speaking of claws, meow meow, Leo, meow meow. Let's take a look at your week. I hope you guys have a good one. The Leo pride. Okay. Who is in your pride, Leos? Let's see. There's a lot of Leos around. There's a lot of Leos. Okay. Okay, so let's rock and roll Monday through Sunday for Leos. And then let's begin with their first card. So King of Swords, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. this week or on Monday, you're dealing with somebody who the issue, not the issue, but what you are dealing with is very strict rules, very strict opinions, very strong, like maybe you're reading a very challenging book, something that's very cognitively challenging, very hard for you to learn, and something that has a lot of like builds to reality a very particular structure, a very particular structure, a very strong-handed structure. Like there's some, you're being exposed to an energy that is putting the rules down in your life and introducing you to those rules, introducing you to that vibration or reason or methodology. Like you have to follow this. That's the feeling. Like you have to follow this energy. And I'm not sure that all of you guys like it. Some of you guys feel like it's rewarding, like the book or something else. For others, it's an imposition. It's like, how do you say this? It's like somebody throwing a very long-winded argument at you and you not wanting to, you know it's wrong, you know that you don't want to deal with it because it's long. So you just kind of like, you know, like I could argue all your points, but you're so, I don't know, pedantic, you know, like a pedantic argument. And it's just, yeah. So in some way you're figuring out where to stand vis-a-vis this energy. Okay, then we have the Four of Cups. So it's like, I'm not sure if you feel, Leo, like you want to welcome this energy in. I don't think it's coming with a bad intention. I just think that it's like a forceful one, that a very black and white answer. And you're just like, well, maybe that doesn't work for me 100%. So I think you're sitting there with your arms crossed a little bit. And then we have, so whatever you've picked up, you might be like figuring out whether to address it or not, whether or not to deal with it. Then we have the Sagittarian card, the card of Sagittarius Temperance. And I feel like, I mean, listen, no matter what we listen to, no matter what we are exposed to, there's a response to that, right? No matter what we hear from the outside world, even if we don't want to hear it, there's a response that happens on a personal level, right? Yeah, boring, pedantic. So even if it's the most boring crack of horse crap you've ever heard, there's still a part of you that's integrating it. You're still doing the work, even if it's the most boring, long-winded, blah. Then day 4, Thursday, we have the Queen of Swords, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. That's you, Leo, and you're going to be cutting the cords with that. So yes, you will consider a part of what you are learning this week, but also I think that your independence is so important to you at this time that this is not, I don't feel like many of you feel like this is the time to fully go through like the entire 1,000-page manuscript, you know? Maybe save that for the winter when there's less time outside. Then we have the 10 of Cups, and you choose Happiness, Friends, Friday. You rather than focus on the restrictive element of whatever this energy is bringing, you rather focus on the established good nature and good humor of people around you. Family, friends, lovers, partners, and the king, the emperor. So you choose your own path. Maybe this is a choice for some of you guys. Some of you guys might have 2 love interests, and so you might actually decide that one's no bueno and you're going to choose your emperor king. So the way that I think you would differentiate it is that the King of Swords, too many rules, too many stipulations, too restrictive. It only fits if you do exactly what they say. You know, you can't color outside of the lines. Leos love to color outside of the lines, right? Color the whole darn picture, and it's still going to be beautiful. And so you might be choosing between 2 people. If you feel like you're not choosing between 2 people, then you might be choosing between 2 energies. So this King of Swords, especially if you're single and you don't have anyone on the horizon, you might be feeling that this King of Swords in some way is your, this King of Swords is you know, one vibration that you could go in the direction of, and you know this from the past, the restrictive energy. Or you can switch direction and go to your true king, or go be the true king you were always meant to be. So there's like this day 4, when a Thursday, Jupiter day, decisive day to cut out the crap and go in a new direction, Leo. And then we have the 4 of Pentacles. Who did we see this with too? Somebody else on Sunday is going to be sort of take a step back and think about everything that happened. Think about everything that you've decided about, and how things, so some of you might not be like beginning a relationship here, but taking a step towards that which will become a significant relationship in your life. And then on Sunday, withdraw. Like, I don't want to say anything to anybody to not mess this up. I want everything to settle into my brain so that I understand the complexity of the situation. Okay? Let's see the next message. We have the inner child, Leo. Inner child. So yeah, there's some, and it probably comes from like a teacher or a parent that was extremely strict, that you decided to accept as a child their tyranny, and since then you have been weak to accept tyranny from other people. You know, their strong opinions, overbearing opinions, not letting you breathe, not letting you kind of get out in your own way spiritually. And so you're getting in touch with your inner child to in some way remove and go in a true and more genuine version of life through your own eyes. Okay? So freedom. And then we have the comfort card, the comfort of knowing that you're on a better path. You know, when we make critical decisions about where we are in love or in situations, when we make critical decisions about that, once that decision is made, we feel very like a strong confirmation for where we are going. Like the thing you feel apprehensive about, when that decision is really said and done, then it feels like a big weight lifted off your shoulders, Leo. And then we have the Cancer card. For some of you guys, it's a Cancer. But for some of you guys, this is about building home. This is, you know, you can't, this person shows up in the home and says everything needs to change. It's like you need time to, in some way, this needs to change, and you need time in some way to reflect you, because if somebody's telling you to change everything in your house, then that's kind of telling you that they want you to change everything about you, Leo. And what kind of person is that? You know, not someone who likes you very much, I'm guessing. I'm guessing. If the only way that you can spend time with someone is a roll call of rules and restrictions, then that's somebody who is either afraid to open up, afraid to bond, or needs people to be a particular way in order to accept them because of a fundamental fear of failure or rejection, right? So I'm going to restrict this into being one particular shape or size or dimension so that it doesn't reject me, because in this one little space it fits. Only this one little space. Here is the next message we have for Libra. Hi, Libra. I hope I have a good message for you guys. Sun, moon, and rising. Libra suns. We still have the moon. We'll have the moon set right until it's setting in a completely different place than 2 days ago. And it set 2 days ago. What was it? It was like 8 o'clock in the morning. So it's much slower today. And just the changes that the moon goes through is so amazing to watch. Okay, so let's take a look. And today is Monday, which is the moon's day. So it makes sense that we're moon gazing today in our reading. if you guys want to see the video that I made this morning, or just like an hour ago, then go to my Instagram. I'm probably going to delete it, but I'm probably going to put up a couple pictures of this prayer plant flower and that instead, so you'll still get to see it some way or another. Okay, so Libras, Monday through Sunday, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many more do we have? When I talk so much, I come back 4 more after Libra. Okay. And I'm just like, whoa, I'm really talking a lot. Okay. I can talk. I have Moon in the 3rd house. Okay. I can talk for days. Okay. So we have Page of Swords, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra, secondary transit in Earth, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. Libra, new idea, a fresh new idea, fresh new way forward. I feel like somebody, maybe a younger person to you, even a child, is bringing you some kind of enlightenment, some kind of lift, something exciting. Very, very nice energy. I feel excitement, joy, just excitement from you, Libra. Then we have the 9 of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. That's a slip. That's Venus in Virgo. But slips, you know, they matter too. So there might be pertaining to an earth sign. I feel like I feel like you feel strong about who you are, not only in that personal sense of spirituality or, you know, personal empowerment, but in how you feel you're being perceived by the world. You feel strong, and you feel like supported by the outside world. Like what this energy is bringing to you is something that matches your external reality. So you fit that on that external level, on the superficial level at least. But that sort of makes you feel comfortable, because you feel like when you match in the external, then things are more easily accepted. And so then it's sort of easier for whatever you're doing this week. You feel welcome in the outside world. Then day 3, we have the 4 of Swords, Wednesday. So there's a bit of a celebration on day 1 and 2 for something, happiness that something happened. And then day 3, Wednesday, there's the feeling of like, take some time down, you know, relax, settle down, relax, sleep, you know, let your brain decompress, you know. And then 4, 8 of Cups. So you need, okay, so you've won success with something, Libra, something new has begun day 1 and 2. Rest on day 3, and day 4, sort of walk away from your success a little bit. You go back to it at a later point in time. Go find now another success point in order to achieve. So it's not about he's not letting the cups like damage, overflow, nothing like that. He's just simply going to get another cup for his collection, Libra. Okay, so you've been successful in something, you feel powerful with something, good. Now compartmentalize that, rest, and then go find another. Friday, the 2 of Pentacles, getting down to business. You're switching gears and you're finding something new, or you're seeking something new. Saturday, we have the Chariot, the Cancer card. And so there's this complete one job and then feel successful and victorious on the way forward. When I used to work with people who were street entrenched, who were going through the darkest hell that a person does in life, like dejected, alone, just trapped. That was during Pluto conjunct the galactic center, which was crazy, because I was like, I wasn't thinking about it on that level. That was my period of no tarot. That's when, but I was like, and I channeled Kali energy during like a couple years before that. She was constantly with me. So I thought that was that, but like synchronicity between the astrology and events happens. That's what it all is. And so I remember like that time, and like if I ever do a face reveal, I'll show you guys pictures from it. I just remember like how like in the face of darkness or in the heart of darkness, you know. And then through that whole period, Libra, there's like, you complete something. That was a total tangent. That was a total download. You guys heard me go off. That's the mood I'm in. Sorry, just deal with it. And then in that process of completing something successfully, I forget what I was saying, but just I forgot what I was saying because I was really in the moment of 2006, 2007, right? And complete the project and then sort of elevate and transcend to something bright and light again. That was so funny. I hope that landed for a Libra out there somewhere. So then we have the Page of Wands, Sag, Leo, or Aries. See, it's a new trek. You've succeeded with something. You've rooted something in a successful path. And now in some way you're going in another successful direction. You're finding a success in a new direction. Carefully, one step at a time. Okay, so let's see your cards. Let's see your cards, dear Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And then we have the inner child. So something that you needed, something that your inner child needed was given to you, Libra. And then we have the angel whispers. And so therefore it's time to move on, to go in a new direction and seek something else. That doesn't mean leave something behind. You're diversifying your portfolio, Libra. That's the technical way of saying it. Okay, so we have friends. And I feel like a friend, this Page of Wands, friend energy, supports you and gives you a gift, gives you an ability to go in a new direction. Okay, very nice energy, you guys. All right, so we have 4 more to go. And remember, at the end, I'll do one more if we have lots of likes and lots of comments. If you guys want to let me know, I'm reading the comments right now. If you guys want to watch the bonus one for whoever's watching, then let me know right now in the comments. I know there's a delay between us and them, so... Pisces, I felt see, I got weird for, listen to the Libra one, I got weird, Pisces. Okay, so if I'm going to get weird anytime, it's today. I mean, I'm always a little weird, but today's like the day. Today's the day. The setting moon before me. Okay. Yeah, bonus. Okay, so Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Bonuses are good. They're a little like nightcap, but it's kind of a day cap. Yeah, Pisces is always a bonus. Okay, so 7 cards for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Yeah. They're not the weirdos. I'm the weirdo with Pisces. I always say that. That's like where my Aquarian moon shines high. Because my moon's almost a Pisces moon. I wish I had a Pisces moon so bad. You don't even know. If there's one thing I'm jealous of, it's the Pisces moon. Just know that. If I could have anything in life, it would be a Pisces moon. Not like in a relationship necessarily, but I want it for myself. Yeah, I wish. Okay. So, but I like my other placements. Pisces, let's see this. So I wouldn't really want to be born at a different time. Okay, so we have the Page of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. Pisces, new beginning, setting a new path. Some of you guys might do some like gardening, fall gardening, you know, setting some new things, rearranging things. I feel working with earth, working with nature. And that's energetic. So if you're being called upon to work with nature, work with the earth, that has a lot to do with beginning and sowing new seeds and going in a new path. So do that. Whatever is a representation of like if you have this desire to like eat raw vegan all week, then do it. You know, that's your energetic. Like something's calling you to go that way and go down that path. Day 2, Tuesday, we have the Page of Wands, Sag, Leo, or Aries. So many different possibilities for you Pisces right now. So many different friends, so many different collaborators. There's so many possibilities. We talked about this 2 days ago, and I'll link the video at the end. about how when you let go of a energy that's a detracting energy, how much blessing comes into our lives. And then we have the Emperor energy. A lot of people are getting this Aries energy, Emperor energy, success, aligning with your right path. Those of you who are with your partner, who have a partner, you feel that bond, that experience of rejecting someone in your life because they were just not the right type of person to have around, reaffirms the healthy relationships in your life, Pisces. So you turn towards your strength on day 3. You turn towards that which gives you strength, the person who gives you strength. Okay? And then day 4, let's see the King of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, secondary transits in fire, Sag, Leo, or Aries. Like I said, lots of people around you. There's one person or one situation that's grounding. Different people coming in, showing love, showing support. Those of you who are single, this day you might meet somebody, plant, with whom you feel a special connection with. Then we have day 5, the Venus in Virgo, the 9 of Pentacles. A new way forward, strength. You feel empowered this week. On day 5, you feel strong in what you have. It's kind of like the King of My Castle. There's a good song, like an old song called The King of My Castle. It's really fun. You should listen to it a little bit. Then Saturday we have the 8 of Pentacles, Pisces. You are, it's almost like, how do you say this? You have interaction with people who are younger than you or less experienced in something than you are. And there's a lot of fun outcomes that come from that, a lot of creativity, a lot of different things to think about. Then you turn to your life that's much more serious, and there's a wealth of support, energy, trust, loyalty. And then on Saturday, you focus on yourself, and then you work hard towards getting you to where you want to be. Very, very hard-working week, and the Queen of Swords, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. This is a week in which you're experiencing closure for the relationships you've let go in the recent past, and you're decidedly moving forward, and you're taking all your allies with you. All your positive energy is coming with you. You've decided to go towards the path that, no longer sitting around and waiting for somebody to get their act together kind of thing. And new things are coming into your life, Pisces. Then we have Heaven's Door, new beginning, acceptance from somebody, definitely acceptance of love. You feel accepted, that bond. Maybe you settle into your relationship finally. If you've been feeling like, am I actually close to this person? Do I feel close to this person? On this day, you'll feel it. And then awareness of what's valuable, and then investing in that. So you're going to work really, really hard this week, Pisces. And I feel like that comes through, like, this is what matters. This is where my time needs to be. And this is where I'm going with things. And then we have, the Happy Bunny, which means that you're very content with where things are going. This is your payoff week, Pisces. Payoff for everything and the hard work you've done. You guys have gone through the full moon in Pisces, which probably allowed you to, in some way, clear out your life or just really sharpen things up for the last half of the year before your birthday. And you feel this has been a purge right before this, and you are so happy for it. The purge has freed you up so much, Pisces. So that's wonderful energy. Okay, so that's that. Excuse me. I'm not sick or anything, you guys, just so you know. There's no, this is normal kind of morning stuff. Okay, so we have Cancer next, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Somebody's complaining about Cancers being last. No, you're not last this time. But I do go randomly in order. I really like that kind of thing. So Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let's look at the 7 days of the week for your sign. And I hope that I give you perspective on things that are happening for you this week. Okay. I think I've talked myself out, you guys. We have 4 more signs. The Pisces one is always like really juicy. Okay, so we have the Judgment, Last Judgment. Cancer, you're making a big decision. Discernment, like this doesn't add up. This is not the quality of character that I want in a situation. That's what it feels like. It feels like you're drawing the line and you are in some way saying yay or nay towards a situation. Day 2, Tuesday, you're sticking to your guns. Oh, you clammed up on something. You know something's no bueno. You know something's not right for you. And so you are determined to carry forward with what you've seen. There's going to be no convincing you otherwise unless you're proven otherwise. Okay? And then Wednesday, we have the 10 of Swords. Oh, you feel regret. So you are very intense and decisive with regard to a person or a situation, and I feel like as strong, you know that you've chosen the right path, you know you've made the right decision, but I also feel like on Wednesday, day 3, this awareness creeps in that like you actually wish that it wasn't that way. You wish that people were more forthcoming, better, that people would cooperate, that you wouldn't have to make the decisions that you've made. Next message is the Knight of Pentacles, a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. Secondary transits in air, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. With this on, you're going to start making plans, Cancer, for the next part. Somebody could come in on day 4 and help you with that. Long-term plans, medium-term plans. If you're leaving behind a relationship, you might come to decide finally that you want this situation to be over and make a decision towards a new path. Day 5, Knight of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Secondary transits in air, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. So I feel like really deciding to move forward, open your heart in a new direction. Just as soon as you stop one direction, then you begin another. So there's definitely a decision, at least, to go forward in a new direction. Saturday, day 6, 5 of Pentacles. It's hard to pluck people and situations out of your life. There's going to be moments in which you wish that someone was there. But the wrong person that you've already identified to be the wrong person is worse than being alone in a situation for a short period of time. So don't get discouraged on Saturday. On day 7, Sunday, 6 of Pentacles, so these 2 people, there's new people in your life, Cancer, and they're not giving to you like you're accustomed to from people in the past. But those people in the past, you've already made your decisions about. There's no good solution there. And on Sunday, you will see that forthcoming energy from your new friends and your new allies. So, okay. So there, you will get that resolution and that feeling of fulfillment from your new friends. It's just when you're making friends with new people, new allies, new connections, it often takes a while for people to get to know each other, to know what the other needs to do, to make another person comfortable. Okay, so here's some cards. We have receptivity. That's what it is, 6 of Pentacles. You're working on receptivity this week, Cancer, which means almost like interconnection, though, where in some way you're pivoting and you're changing what you are accepting, how you are accepting it, from who and how they give. All those things are working themselves out. It feels like a very quick pattern, like you just made a decision about something, you just left a relationship, and almost immediately you have new people in your life. Light energy. And if it's not romance, then it's friendship. Always remember that with my readings, because some people don't have romantic relationships, right? Some people, for them, companionship, friendship is what we're talking about. So always change it that way. Love from a friend is just as valuable as love from a lover, you know, and in some ways more stable, especially for some people. They have an easier time with that, and that's okay. So we have the light energy that comes. Just give it time. It's almost like when you light a candle, the first second that you light the candle, it's still a little bit dark and then it flames up. It's like you have to give it a day or two for things to come into focus. And then we have the Taurus energy, Moon in Taurus. You're in the company of much more generous people. In fact, I feel like the original decision that you made about the person or situation in the past that you cut off and moved on from, the reason you left was because of generosity, lack thereof, or the generosity there was tainted somehow. It wasn't good. And so you left, and then you felt a little bit alone, but that new generosity to explore, new bonds to explore with other people are quickly coming your way, Cancer. So leave them behind, try new things, see what happens, and carry on. Okay, that was good. Welcome, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this. The next sign is Taurus. We were just talking about you with Cancer. Hey. So hi, Taurus. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for coming here. Now let's take a look at your cards for this week. It's a little woo-woo. The moon looks just beautiful. There's some like really high, serious clouds on the horizon, and the moon is looking through them, just so faint in the bright blue sky. Very nice. The moon is setting at noon, so fun. Taurus. Okay, let's see what this card is. Okay, so careful, Sagittarian energy. Fusion and bonding. Also, you guys asked me about the eagle. After the babies were born, or I saw young eagles, because they look different than grown adults. And at that time, that eagle that was my pet, that was hanging out near me, Henrik, I feel like that's when I stopped seeing him. So I think that they just had babies and he was making sure everything was all right. And now the whole family has kind of migrated to a different area. Okay, so now let's take a look at Taurus a little closer. So you guys had the Sagittarian Temperance card. Careful combination of things towards a positive outcome. Moon in Taurus as I read this in the early part of the week, so that's something to think about. I love the moon in my key signs. It's always like a high point, so I hope you guys are feeling well. Let's take a look at your first card. So similar, who was first? Aries. Aries had this too. Emotional week ahead of you, Taurus. Really in your feelings. Really feeling love towards people or thinking about someone in a very deep way. A lot of time to think. Very susceptible to toxicity this week. So be careful with, allowing other people to infiltrate your energy in any way. And then we have the Five of Cups. I feel like you know what you deserve, and I feel like in some way you're not getting that. On day 2, you confront that. You make peace with that. It's time to think about whether or not your outside world is bringing to you what you need it to. Is it contributing to you significant things? The next message is day 3, Wednesday, Knight of Wands. Sag, Leo, or Aries. Somebody coming in with a fast answer, a quick answer coming into your life, Taurus. I would say be a little careful just because it feels like your emotional state is associated with the awareness of feeling like people are not giving you a lot. So in that moment of vulnerability that you're feeling that somebody wasn't as generous as they should have been, or kind, or understanding, or whatever, you might turn to somebody who comes in with a quick answer, but that might not be the perfect answer in and of itself. It's, you don't want to you want to seek answers to whatever is missing, but you don't want to pass final judgments with people and circumstances from a position in which you're feeling triggered about negative states, because then if it's a bad person, then they can take advantage of that and try to hurt you with it, right, Taurus? Then we have the Knight of Swords, or the Knight of Swords. Maybe it is the Knight of Swords, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. but there's information that's going to come into your life, Taurus, by about Thursday, and that's going to change your perspective. So I'm predicting here that early on in the week, you might feel vulnerable, emotional. Somebody could be coming through that is maybe not as serious as you need them to be, or worse off yet, they may actually be predatory, like seeing you in your feelings and seeing you in your vulnerable state. They may in some way see that as an opportunity. But more information on your circumstances will come in on Thursday and give you perspective and empower you. So hold on tight at least till Thursday to make any big decisions. Know that you're in your feelings. And then 4 of Cups on Friday. Different opportunities coming in. You're seeking different opportunities, seeing what's around you, what's available to you this week. I do feel like a really strong desire to tell you guys not to decide quite yet. So Tauruses, I don't feel like you're in the best energy to make decisions. You need to figure out exactly like who's who and what's what and where things stand, where people stand. But I also feel like it's time for you to listen. It's less time for you to react to it or to say it. You know, just perceive it and sort it out. Then we have the Strength card, Leo. You will find strength in everything, Taurus. By Saturday, you will know where everything is a bit more. You need the things to settle down a bit so you can figure out where your strengths are. Hold on tight. There's another download that I'm getting, like, don't respond to what is around you at this time. Don't speak to it. Don't speak to it. Don't challenge it. Allow it to exist and think about it and figure out where you stand. And that's going to be your strength. And then we have Lovers. So it almost feels like you're waiting all week to get connected to who matters and what matters, Taurus. And your weekend is going to be much more abundant and emotionally fulfilling and get you back on track. And I really feel like you may need to wait and see all week. All the different, let the shadow have its say. Let the shadow have its say. Let all the things come up, but don't react to them. And then on the weekend, things will come into focus for you, Taurus, and love and family and unity will get you back on track. So that's why you're feeling so emotional, because what you feel is there for you, you're not getting, and you're like, hey, what's wrong? Why am I not getting this? You start feeling vulnerable. God forbid somebody who's taking advantage or trying to take advantage shows up. But by the weekend, you start realigning with this, what's true, with what's real for you. Here is your next message. We have personal power. So it's almost like, let's say that, like, how do you say this? Let's say that you're from a very prominent family in your town, and as a group you have cohesion and reverence and people respect you. But there's like a competitiveness to this town that you live in, and you find yourself Monday through Friday sort of alone in a grocery store or wherever amid all these people and you know that they're all talking about you. You know for some reason you're different than the group of people that you're interacting with. It's from your power that they are in some way interacting with you. It's because of your family power dynamics, the cohesion, the strength. And so it's like you're kind of like the lamb away from the flock this week a little bit. And then when you reconnect to the people that support you and empower you, then that strength comes back to you on the weekend. So it's all about power, 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 power. Here is the next message. Sorry, guys. So we have fulfillment. So it's like, you know, people love to tear down somebody who's feeling so good in their moment, right? People love to tear down, tear away at somebody feeling their personal power, that kind of thing, especially if they feel like they don't have any. They want to shortchange, get as much out of the situation, all of that stuff. And so by the weekend, you're going towards realignment with your purpose and your power. And in that, you will feel fulfillment. And maybe this Knight of Wands brings you some good luck, because look at this. There might be some light coming from him as well. So very good. Here is the next card. We have a little wink for the unicorn, number 15. Definitely, Taurus, this is the most challenging reading of today for everybody. To me, what this signifies is that you are coming to confront the shadow side of your strength and your power. You're going to see the other side rise up against you this week, but not like do something to you. You're just going to feel it, and you're going to see who's who and what's what, and you're going to see Mr. Deville for what he's worth, for his trickery and madness, and then you go back to your strength and power. It's very good. You know, a lot of times those kings and emperors in history and antiquity, you know, what they struggled with is complete disconnection to the outside world. So they didn't know, you know, Marie Antoinette, for example, they didn't really know what was out there. They just, those dangerous heathens out there, you know, they were raised in like this opulence and comfort and isolation. And so that's an extreme of what I'm saying here. But like, if you have a strong connection, if you have a strong vision for yourself, it's important to see the other side, Taurus. It's important to see the other side and be aware of it being there, right? So that's what I think what's going on. I think you see the truth about some things. Now, last but not least, we have Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Hey, Scorpios, how are you doing? When I started the channel, I would be like, I love Scorpio so much, and you guys would give me so many likes and comments. It was so cute. It was like a little love fest. Like, Scorpios, come here. So that was a long time ago. Okay, welcome back, Scorpianas. Let's rock and roll. And now I just call you Scorpianas. Ah! All right, so 1, 2, 3. So you can choose your own order or go along with me. I guess this card wants to come. So 7 cards all together, and then a couple bonuses after. Okay. And just remember, if you guys leave a like and a comment, I'm going to do the bonus next for everybody who's watching live. So thank you guys so much for joining me today. Okay, so day 1, we have the 5 of Wands. Okay, so what this communicates to me, Scorpios, is that this week challenges you, and you need to figure out where you stand on things. So this week, you will in some way be trying to figure out what's your position on something, how do you feel about it, what's your opinion, okay? Day 2, Tuesday, we have the Wheel of Fortune, luck coming into your life. This is the only time this card came up. A shift of consciousness for the better, something unexpected that improves your situation. Day 3, Wednesday, we have the 5 of Cups. There's going to be a back and forth energy for you all week this week, it looks like. These 5s that are coming up, there's positive coming in, and there's this feeling, the download is, why do they have to be this way? So there's this feeling like, why do they have to not get it? Why does it have to be tricky stuff? So day 4, Thursday, Ace of Swords. You kind of meet the challenge. You might actually confront somebody on Thursday, day 4. Say what you mean. Say it outright, being direct. Friday, day 5, we have the Knight of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, secondary transits in air. That could be you setting forward towards a new direction, leaving the past in behind, choosing to begin something, plant a new seed, plant a new flower, go in a different direction. Then we have the 9 of Pentacles, Venus in Virgo. I feel as though you're being drawn towards somebody's worldly success or outer success, financial success. I feel like you're reaching out towards them for this reason. Maybe you're attracted to somebody's beauty. There is definitely communication that's going on between Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And there's an object of desire and somebody who's showing their heart or communicating their heart towards the object of the desire. And then we have the Seven of Wands, Sunday, kind of in some way sticking up for yourself, sticking up for what you believe in, holding your own with regard to the situations that were sort of coming and going. There's a real firmness on Sunday. There's a real like desire to like hold your perspective, hold your belief about something and not waver. You're like, I was right about this. That's what you say, and I'm going to hold this position because I'm right about this. There's like a defiant energy here. Okay? So now let's see 2 cards for the Scorpios. We have the Blessing card. So the blessing that's coming in, this is Jupiter energy, bringing you blessings, yes. And then there's also like the good faith of someone that's being directed towards you, the good faith of somebody's desire, love, passion, and energy. The next message is Angel Whispers. And so I feel like your attention is being shifted towards somebody. And you're very attracted to their beauty. You're very attracted to them, and it's like angels are telling you to pay attention to them right now. So you're Scorpio, your attention is being directed towards someone or something. Then we have the fishbowl. The fishbowl represents that this is a closed environment that you're dealing with. So maybe there's people in your environment that you're very drawn towards at this time. And then there's people from whom you're very repelled by. You feel like maybe cognitive dissonance or maybe displeasure or lack of engagement with their energy. And I feel like this is all like a small space. And so it's best for you to sort of carry on and interact with what is drawing you. There's a strong energy drawing you this week, drawing your attention. There's likewise a strong energy that either confuses you or repels you, and I would say stay away from that. Good things are coming, and don't be so serious. This feels like your life and death depends on something, and I feel like that's a feeling of feeling constricted and restricted in a small space, a small environment with maybe like a fixed number of people. Like you're on an island with 20 other people and you have to interact with them. Okay? So that's that, Scorpio. So everybody who's been watching live, hi, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I want to say thank you to everybody sending the super buck. We tried it again today. It was super fun. And now I'm going to do the general reading for whoever's watching live. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to make the energy real. And then I will do 7 cards, same reading, but just anybody who's watching this reading is for you. Anybody who welcomes it into their heart. There's just an added message for those of you who would like a little topper. Okay, so let's see, 7 cards, 7 days, beginning August 7th, that's today. And we're going to take a look at this week ahead. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, we have a couple cards. Okay, so they came out pretty organically. So I hope you guys had fun today. Now let's begin our bonus reading for the collective. We have the 5 of Wands. There's like pushing and pulling between us. Everybody's got their opinion. Everybody's got to assert their opinion. Everybody's, you know, there's something. There's a goal at the center of this. But like, what's standing in between them? What are they fighting for? Is there anything in the center? There's like, maybe they've even forgotten what the purpose of everything is. And they're just fighting for the sake of fighting. Ooh, ego fighting. Yuck. Okay, day 2. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so Tuesday, day 2, Ace of Pentacles, new way forward, new beginning, new opportunities, you guys. I really feel strongly from day one, Monday, that there's this feeling of like, step away from that. That's such a waste of energy. That's what I feel like telling you guys. So it's like, just, they're fighting over nothing. They're fighting for the sake of, they've riled themselves up so much that they forgot why they were fighting in the first place. Or maybe the reason for the fighting has now ended and they're still squabbling over nonsensical stuff. You have the Ace of Pentacles. You have interest that's drawing you in a new direction. There's a new horizon for you to look towards. Stop looking at them and start looking at this new horizon. Death card, Scorpio. Wednesday, day 3, change. So something new begins. Pull the trigger. Remove yourself. Change the environment. Begin fresh. Sign up for that new perspective. Thursday, day 4, when Jupiter day. So we have the 6 of Wands, victory and success. Your victory this week comes from walking away from low vibrational energy, cutting out the crap, getting excited about something new, getting excited about the new path. Friday, day 5, 10 of Wands. The longer that you stay into the combative energy, the more wands you'll have to carry, more things you'll have to address. Face the music on something. It has a bright beginning, and there's things that have been unaddressed because of distractions in the past. So get your work done. Then we have the Page of Swords, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra, secondary transits in Earth, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. It feels to me like many of you have been triggered. So something has shifted you back and pulled you back into a vibration of lack, or a vibration of feeling weakness and acting through that weakness. But it's not the same situation that caused you to feel weak in the first place. So this situation isn't about that. I've lost the moon now. It's disappeared. Maybe it's behind the clouds, but it's setting as we speak. Anyway, so we have this like Saturday, refresh your mind, because you need to remove yourself from the heavy energy. You have victory in your midst. You have new opportunities. And the naysaying is taking away from that, you know? It's holding you back. The next energy, there he is, Knight of Swords, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. This is about you setting yourself free from combative energy of others. And as you break away, the more force and energy that you put into your own pathway forward, away from the squabble, away from the bickering, but there will be things that come in your life. There's things that have been not done until this point, so you have to finish them now. And then there's going to be challengers along the way for you. You will need to prove to them that you want to move on. You will need to prove to the universe energetically that you're not going to participate in the squabble energy. So there's going to be someone who's triggered, someone who knows how to push your buttons is going to show up, and they're going to try to get you to go back into the 5 of Wands energy. But here you are, by Thursday, you're already in the 6 of Wands. So it's up to you to sort of keep going with this. Don't let it psych you out. Here is the next message. We have, and they want you to stay with their energy of squabbling, you know, low vibration, whatever. They just want to keep you down because that affirms their reality. So you don't owe anybody anything. We have the truth. So you've already found the truth, the Ace of Pentacles. You know the high path. So don't squabble with the people who haven't seen it, haven't figured it out yet. And you can try to tell them the truth, but they're not going to listen, right? It's all about what you believe and carry on with your path. The next message is growing. See? Growing. And they're going to try to trample your rose bushes. They're going to try to challenge, like, oh, you're growing, huh? We'll see about that. You know? And in some way, just keep growing. Keep manifesting away from the speculation, you know? The speculation is pruning, and we're growing. So we're not pruning right now. We're growing. So we have Taurus energy at the center. So Moon in Taurus as I read. new beginning, new path, new way forward. It's going to materialize into something. You're just going to have to address some things in the meantime. Woohoo! Growing, ascending with the truth. I hope you guys have a wonderful week. And thank you guys for joining me today. Blessings, everybody. And just keep sending me DMs on IG with your stories and questions and things. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to make the energy real. And my plant and its flower say goodbye for now, but we'll be back soon with more videos.